Hi everybody, Gavin Shnieder here at Abode-based real estate. The topic for today's video is my 3 favorite objection handlers on the phone, as well as the structure of a call. So before we get there, real quick, if you have any questions about a career in real estate, or you're already in real estate and you're looking for a change in a brokerage, feel free to give us a call or just go to abodebasedcareers.com. There's all kinds of good information on there. Okay, so my 3 favorite objection handlers on the phone. So I think, first of all, the 3 most common objections are, I already have an agent, I'm just looking, or I'm not ready. And the key is, when you're responding to those objections, is to have very quick one-line objection handlers, and then you just let them talk. You shut up and you let the other party on the phone talk, okay? So when someone says, I have an agent, the best way to handle that objection is to very simply say, great. How's it going for you so far? And then you shut up and you let them talk. More often than not, it's not going great. They're still looking for a home. Their home still hasn't sold, right? If they're already under contract on a purchase, or they're already under contract on their listing, then they're probably going to be happy, or at least they're to a point in the transaction where they're not going to go backwards. But if their listing isn't under contract yet, or they're still searching for the perfect home, things are likely not going swimmingly well for with their existing agent. So they say, I already have an agent. The first words out of your mouth are, awesome, how's that going for you? And then you just listen. And whenever they open that door to some kind of thing that's not going perfectly well with them, that's when you jump in and explain how it's going to be different with you, right? My agent is too busy, they don't have time for me, they're not experienced enough, they don't know my market well enough. Whatever it is, that's your time to put on your cape and be the superhero. So the next objection is, we're just looking. And the quick, immediate response there is, awesome, what are you looking for? And then you just shut up and listen, right? Irregardless of when or where or why or how, if they're looking for a reason, right? If you're out shopping for minivans with your wife, I got news for you. You ain't shopping. You're buying a minivan. And it's the same thing with home buyers. If they're looking at homes, it's because they want to purchase a home. Well, let's figure out what it is that they're looking for, because then I know what information to provide them, right? So they say, just looking. Your immediate response is, awesome. Well, what are you looking for? And the third objection handler is when they say, we're not ready. And the way you handle that is, great. When will you be ready? It's very similar to the just looking comment, right? And what you're looking for is to figure out if it is a conditional reason why they can't buy now, or if it's simply an objection because they don't want to talk to another real estate agent, right? More often than not, it's simply that they're not ready to talk with you right now. They're ready to buy a home right now. They're just not ready to talk with you. At least they think they're not ready to talk with you. So you're trying to get them to give you some kind of information that indicates that, hey, this is coming now, the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next year, whatever it is. And then you can properly educate them as to why they should be meeting with you now. So you can start to talk about the process, get pre-approved, get their home repairs completed, carpets changed, painted, etc., 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 right? So they say, I'm not ready. Your response is, awesome. When will you be ready? And those objection handlers only work if you understand how to properly structure your call. So this is kind of part 2 of today's video. And so in my opinion, the structure of a call should be the same for pretty much every kind of call, and it should be very simple. It's introduction, LP mama, and that's it, right? So for those of you who don't know what LP mama is, it stands for location, price, mortgage, agent, motivation, appointment. And as you're talking with these prospects on the phone, you're simply going through LP mama in your mind. You're not necessarily transitioning from one to the other exactly in order, but as you're asking questions, you're moving through LP mama. Now, the key is, on these calls, you're doing 2 things. You are going multiple levels deep, and you're validating and moving on. And what I mean is, multiple levels deep is, we want to buy in Puyallup. That's excellent. Why do you want to buy in Puyallup? Validation, saying that's excellent. And then moving on, multiple levels deep. Why do you want to buy in Puyallup? Well, we want to buy in Puyallup because it has a good school system. Yeah, you're right. It really does have a good school system. So you obviously have school-aged kids. How many? Oh, we have 4 kids, right? And so that's the multiple levels deep part there. When you start peeling back the onion, you may find that the criteria they've given you doesn't match the motivation you're uncovering with your multiple levels deep, peeling back the onion, right? They're telling you, we want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house for this particular price point, but then it turns out they have 6 kids, they have an RV that they want to park on the site, and a boat they want to park on site, and the square footage, etc., etc. It's a whole different set of criteria, and you only uncover that by going multiple levels deep, and it's also going to help build that connection and that bond there as well. So you validate, and then you move on. It's the same if there's any kind of ambiguity in the call, or they don't know what firm you're with, or they don't know how you got their contact information, or whatever it is, right? You'll commonly hear prospects say, how did you get my phone number? Wait, what firm are you with again? You don't give them a response and then wait for them to respond. You give them a response, validate, and move on. So they say, wait, how did you get my phone number? You very simply say, you must have visited one of our websites at some point in time. However, it looks like you're looking to purchase a home in Puyallup. Does that sound right? Right? I validated what they said. I didn't just ignore it. Gave them some kind of information as to why we're calling them, and then specifically asked them, hey, you're looking in Puyallup. So we can talk about that and not get fixated on talking about how we got their contact information. All right. So we're going to validate and move on. You're going to try not to get bogged down with some of the difficult parts of the conversation. Just agree with what they say, and then introduce the next topic of conversation. All right. So there you have it. Those are my 3 favorite objection handlers, and then how I structure a phone call. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.